everybody! Today I wanted to share with you my skin saviors. So these are the products that are my go-tos for when I'm having some issues with my skin. Now I've got a wide range of a couple of different things as far as the different issues that I have with my skin. So just so you guys know, as a little background on my skin, I do have combination to oily skin. So what I have is I have very oily, not very oily, but I have oily skin in the T-zone of my face. So I've got oiliness on my forehead, my nose, and down my chin. And I do have dry patches here on my cheeks a lot, especially in the winter time, which is perfect for right now. I can share with you some of the things that I use for that. And then I also have really large pores, especially right in this area here. So today I'm going to share with you a couple of different things that I use to kind of eliminate those problems if I have a flare-up with either dryness or acne. I'm just going to share with you guys a couple of the things that I have been using for a long time and that are kind of my go-to things for those issues. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. First off, we'll start on the first thing that I discovered that I had issues with in my young teens. I think I was actually 11 or 12 when I first started getting acne. If you knew me in high school, then you knew that I had pretty bad acne. Middle school and high school were pretty rough for me as far as my skin went. I tried all sorts of things all across the board to try and fix that situation. And over the years, I've discovered that there are a couple of things that really work for me really well. And I'm actually gonna do a separate video on just kind of my general skincare story. I've had a lot of realizations as I've gotten older on how I should treat my skin if I want it to treat me well, if you will. So I think I'm going to do a separate video completely on that situation. But one thing that I have been using for a very long time, since kind of the middle of high school, about 10th grade, is tea tree oil. So this is just a little bottle of tea tree oil that I have here. This is one that I picked up at TJ Maxx, I think. It's from the Botanical Societies. You can pretty much pick up tea tree oil wherever. So the way that I use this actually is I will just take this and I will take a Q-tip and I'll just take that and put it right here on the little plunger thing. Not the plunger thing. So I'll just take a Q-tip and I'll press it right here on the center and I'll turn this over and a little bit of oil comes out. You only need a tiny little bit. And I just dot this. Whoo, it smells strong. So if I'm having trouble with my skin and something just kind of pops up out of the blue, then I'll take that Q-tip and I will dab on some of this tea tree oil before bed. So this is really good, great stuff. I love it. It works really well for me. It also works well for scarring. So I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation in a couple of areas that I have scars from, and I use this on a pretty regular basis to dab onto those areas, and it does help to slowly fade them away. But it's super helpful if you have something that pops up overnight and you wake up and you're like, ugh, gross. You just dab a little bit on, and within a day or two, it's gonna really reduce it and it's gonna go away a lot faster than it probably would without it. Along the lines of tea tree oil, this is the face mask that I use if I do have a flare-up of acne. So a lot of times around that time of the month, I'll get hormonal acne. A lot of the times around that time of the month, I'll get hormonal acne right around in my chin area and in my temples area. So I use this. This is from the Body Shop. This is their tea tree face mask, suitable for blemished skin is what it's called. So this is actually a little bit different consistency than I thought it would be. I've used quite a bit of this, so I've definitely gotten a good idea of how it works. I thought that it was going to be a clay mask with tea tree oil in it. It's not really a clay mask. It's actually thicker and it has not an oily consistency, but it does have a thicker, kind of creamier consistency than I expected. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be a clay mask. It doesn't dry down completely dry either. So I just put this on my face for about 15 or 20 minutes, and this just kind of gives me an overall tea tree oil treatment. And after this, then I'll wash it off, I'll tone my skin, and I'll put a good moisturizer on. Just because, you know, this kind of stuff is a little harsh on your skin and it will kind of dry it out. So along the lines of face masks, I also have this guy right here. So this is the Indian Healing Clay from Aztec Secret, I guess. I bought this on Amazon a while ago. It's like 12 or 13 bucks. It's really inexpensive, and you may have seen this before. So this comes in a powder form. So inside of the jar is this powder, and what you do is you mix it with either water or apple cider vinegar. I use unfiltered organic apple cider vinegar, and I will mix the two together and make it into kind of a paste. You don't need very much of either part, the powder or the apple cider vinegar, so it really does go a long way. And what this is it's a calcium bentonite clay, and it really purifies your skin. When you put it on your skin, you actually feel your face like pulsating. It pulls out all of the impurities out of your skin. So I have really clogged pores, and they're very large. So it takes me a couple of rounds of this over time to be able to really clean them out. But using this on a regular basis really cleans them out. I use this about once every week or once every 2 weeks, especially if I've been wearing a lot of makeup and I just feel like everything's kind of all clogged up. This stuff is great. Now again, when you're using something like this, I really recommend to really moisturize your skin afterwards. That's the best thing you can do for your skin, is make sure that if you're gonna clean it really well, make sure that you moisturize it really well, because that's something I didn't used to do, and I'll go into this further in that other video I was talking about earlier, but do moisturize your skin really well afterwards. So this is great stuff. I love this stuff. Really inexpensive and works really well on your skin. Along the lines of moisturizing, this is one of my favorite things to keep around. So I go through quite a different array of different moisturizers. I'm always trying different things, trying to find out what works exactly right for me. So I don't exactly have a holy grail moisturizer, whether it's day or night. I have some favorites, but this is kind of my holy grail thing, so I didn't really want to talk about those today. But this has been something that I've used for a long time. This is a sample of the Freeman Honeydew and Chamomile Sleeping Mask. So this is what the packaging looks like here. And this stuff comes in a full-size package as well. I actually need to buy the full size because I find myself just going to Walmart every once in a while and picking these up. And this package is enough for a good week of use, but anyway, I just need to get the big package. But this stuff is amazing. This is an overnight sleeping mask, and it's super moisturizing. So what I do is if I'm having a really bad skin day and I want to use my tea tree oil mask, or I want to use the bentonite healing clay, or I want to use a really good scrub, I'll go in with this afterwards, because this is super duper moisturizing. It smells so nice. It has a really refreshing kind of melon scent to it. I just love this stuff. So this is a really great super moisturizing mask. If you have really dry skin and you want something that you can put on at night before you go to bed, and it's just gonna make everything just feel really nice, and your face is just gonna look really plump and radiant in the morning, definitely give this stuff a try. Like I said, you can go to Walmart and get these for $1. I think it's like $1 or $1.25, and you can try it out. And it does have enough for a couple of days worth. Definitely give this a try, because this stuff is awesome. If I'm gonna be scrubbing my skin, this is something that I really like. This is the Aveeno Positively Ageless Resurfacing Scrub with vitamin C in it. And what I like so much about this is not a super harsh physical scrubber. So this has a really small grain to it, and it's really kind of smooth feeling. It's just a really nice smell and a really nice feeling to scrub it on your skin. So I use this in the shower when I feel like my skin's especially dull, or if it's flaky and it's really dry and it needs some extra love. So this has been lasting me a long time. I've only gotten to like here, and I've used it multiple times. So definitely recommend something like this. This is really great, this particular brand. Anything with kind of a smaller size scrub-esque to it. If it's not super chunky, that's something I definitely recommend, because you don't want to kind of like scrape off all of your skin really harshly, and this stuff works really well. Last but not least is kind of the most important thing in my skincare that has made a huge difference in my skin. So I think that my skin kind of had an overall turnaround when I really started to use coconut oil. So I use this to remove my makeup at night, and I love it. I used to use a cloth, and then I would use my Clarisonic, and then I would use I just was constantly scrubbing everything off of my face, and it was really harsh on my face. What I found is with coconut oil, it's really gentle, but it does a fantastic job. Especially in the wintertime, if you are dry, this is awesome for taking off your makeup. So all I do with my coconut oil is I just take a scoop of it, I put it on my fingers, I rub it together, and then I massage it into my skin for about a minute. and I even massage it on my eyes. It gets all of my makeup off. Everything just kind of melts right away. I take a hot washcloth and press it on my face for about a minute, and then I just very gently wipe everything away, and it's all gone. And my skin's moisturized and it's just wonderful. So I highly recommend that you try coconut oil. If you especially have dry skin, or if you have trouble skin and you don't like using all the harsh stuff on your face to take off your makeup, do try this out. I get this at TJ Maxx. It's like $6 or $7. It's really inexpensive, it lasts a long time, and it is great. Another thing that I use coconut oil for is if I'm especially dry, like if my cheeks are super duper dry and just nothing is working, I'll take some of this and I'll slather it right on my skin before I go to bed, and it soaks right in and it really heals everything up. So coconut oil is just an all-around great thing to keep around your house, but it's especially useful for taking off makeup and kind of extra moisturizing your skin. So definitely recommend that you give this a try. So there you have it. Those are my skin saviors. Those are the things that I immediately jump for as soon as I notice a problem with my skin, whether it's dry or I've got this problem with acne at the time. Those are the most amazing products that I have found. I've been using most of them for years and they are awesome. So if you have any other questions about skincare and anything like that, please do let me know down below. If you have any questions about these products, please do let me know. I am happy to chit chat about it. Like I said, I've had a lot of experience with a lot of different products. I've tried so many things, but this is really what's changed everything for me. So again, I am going to do a skincare video where I'm going to talk about my skincare story and share with you the struggles that I've had and share with you what has really made the difference for me in my skin. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope that you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so as always, I've got it in my nice pink envelope. I love this. It's so exciting to come into your mailbox too.